What's up? What's up? My name is LaDarrion Williams. I am the author of the upcoming YA fantasy debut, Blood at the Root, which is about a black kid named Malik Barron who gets accepted into a magical HBCU, and he must go there to learn about his ancestral magic, all the while uncovering some really deep, dark secrets surrounding his mother's mysterious disappearance. This book comes out May 7th, and is a first in a trilogy, and I'm so excited for readers to get to know Malik and get to be a part of this very fun and illustrious world of Cane University, which is a magical historical black college and university, and is set in the backwoods of Louisiana. You're going to see this black boy from Alabama with ancestral magic get to cast really cool spells. He gets to, reunite with a childhood best friend, and also get to meet new friends who are just like him and have powers just as powerful or more powerful than him as well. But also he gets to learn a lot of history and a lot of really cool things like time traveling and magical dodgeball. So I'm really excited for this book to be out into the world in 16 more days. Fun fact, Blood at the Root wasn't intended to be a book. It was actually supposed to be a TV series. I shot a short film. I like to call it the little short film that could. I shot it with a couple of friends and back in 2020. And when Hollywood kept telling me no, I turned it into a book, and here we are, 3.5 years later, and the book is going to be out in the world in literally 15 or 16 more days. So yeah, that's what the book is about. It's Legendborn meets HBO's Lovecraft Country. And I'm just really excited for people to read it and get to know this world. And the reason why I wrote Blood at the Root is because I wanted to see more black male representation in YA fantasy. I wanted black boys to see themselves as the hero. I wanted them to have the cool magical powers. I wanted them to have the epic love story and also the epic adventures, and also have the coming of age stories as well. And so I'm really excited to introduce Malik to the world and to the genre of young adult fantasy fiction. They asked me to read a part of the first chapter for you all, so that's what I'm going to do. But first, I would love to read the dedication that I wrote to the book, because it speaks to my mission of what I just spoke about. So the dedication is: "This is dedicated to the 17-year-old black boy who the world told he doesn't have magic. Let me let you in on a little secret. You do. It is in your blood. It is nestled deep in your bones. It is in the very soil you walk on that's been blessed by the sweat and tears of your ancestors. Walk in it with pride." And then I'm going to read the first chapter. All right, so prologue. Black boys like me don't have magic powers. At least, that's what I believed growing up. I couldn't move things with my mind. I couldn't make the things that haunted me disappear in thin air or read people's minds. Hell, I couldn't even race against time to change things for the better. Well, until the night my magic manifested, and when my entire world was turned upside down. My auntie Denise had a get-together at her place on the 4th of July. She had them every year. On the hill, right by her spot, people be popping off firecrackers. Uncle Butch played Soul Heaven by Johnny Taylor over 100 times from his raggedy speakers, trying to get all the old aunties and uncles to dance. It was a sad attempt, but he tried anyway. Their trailer rested on a hill, surrounded by thick trees looming like they're guarding something that they don't want to let out. A corrugated tin roof hovered over the slanted wooden porch with old furniture from Big Lots stacked sloppily everywhere. Shit, the trailer itself seemed like it was in a boxing ring with Mike Tyson. Dense, rusted fences and all kinds of bed sheets made into curtains. Auntie had all the food, though. I'm talking about collard greens, macaroni and cheese, and sweet baby back ribs with the dreamland barbecue sauce. Everybody could go and get themselves a plate and a cold Mr. Pibb to wash it all down. When it comes to black folks in Helena, Alabama, the 4th of July ain't got shit to do with patriotism. The dark Alabama sky exploded with different shades of reds and blues and yellows. Bottle rockets whistled. Bombs literally burst through the thick, foggy air. The whole hood smelled like burnt gunpowder and barbecue, a scent that'll confuse your nose all day long. All the kids who ain't had no business being around grown folks be outside trying to not to lose an eye, acting like they're wizards and shit with the screeching Roman candles. But what was supposed to be a fun and regular night was also the night my life changed to the point of no return. After dancing the Keepus shuffle, I felt something was off, right in the pit of my stomach. That bad feeling tugged at me to go home. The more I ignored it, the worse it got. Before I knew it, I was racing home on my red and blue bike. My legs burned as I pedaled against the sizzling wind. My mouth dried up as the aftertaste of soda settled on my tongue. Rubber tires slapped against the pavement while beads of sweat dripped down the side of my face as I dodged, everybody dancing drunk in the middle of the street. That's how it was in Liberty Heights. The orange color from the street light spilled down, illuminating Timmy Billings, and the fam hanging out, drinking, and hollering at one another while playing a game of spades. If you don't know how to play, don't sit at his table because he's liable to cuss you the hell out. Miss Johnny May sat on her porch turning her nose at the people and being in her yard cussing and fighting while the 9 o'clock news played in the background. Nessie, T-Lane, along with other kids be having firecracker war by the basketball court or they be out somewhere hunching on one another. TJ Bivens threw a Red Devil M1000 at me and missed. He was always trying to take out somebody. Ooh, I couldn't stand him. If I wasn't trying to get home, I'd light his ass up. But I kept the pedaling, swooping through trees, dodging the Chinese cracker bomb, and almost hitting Cousin Jeffro. You better get somewhere and sit your ass down, Bart. That ain't my name. It's Malik. He just calls me Bart Simpson because he says I be bad as hell. I ain't seen him because he's so black he looks blue at night. No time for that. I was like a thief in the night, bobbing and weaving through backyards. The light from the silver coin moon lit my path. A symphony of loud pops and a ringing sounded off in my ears. My head began pounding while another flash of bursting light crackled above me. The more I pedaled, the more the tugging feeling rose like the tide, and the whole block turned into a color-filled blur as I pedaled faster. I needed to get home. That was a little snippet. I wanted to read a little snippet. I don't want to give everything away. So yeah, thank y'all so much. And it was great. Yeah, I really appreciate this opportunity. I can't wait for people to read it and get to know the voice of Malik. The voice is very, very important to me as well. Malik is a black boy from Alabama, so there's a lot of Southern twang to it. There's a lot of imagery to the way he talks, and it also, this is a real neighborhood that I grew up in. So I'm excited for people to know about Helene, Alabama, and so I'm really excited for people to read it, and thank you so much for this opportunity. And make sure you support Blood at the Root. Again, it's a trilogy, so there's 3 books, and I can't wait for people to dive into the world of Kanan University. So thank you.